Trump's problem is that he lacks the intellect. The Iranian people are a valiant, strong, and determined nation. Whatever pressure he applies, the will of the Iranian people becomes stronger. The Zionist regime has attacked again on the path. Is it scared? These attacks out of fear and desperation. Whoever is strong doesn't bomb a rally. It's obvious they are running out of options. Imagine this chilling scenario. What if Iran's next massive missile salvo, loaded with advanced hypersonic warheads and coordinated naval attacks, completely shuts down the world's most critical oil lifeline, the Strait of Hormuz? With Iran's freshly revealed list of enhanced hypersonic and ballistic missiles now public, how many major cities across Israel, Saudi Arabia, and US bases in the Gulf could these devastating new weapons potentially erase from the map in a single coordinated strike, leaving nothing but rubble behind? Is the escalating Iran war now entering its most deadlier phase yet, as Tehran issues stark warnings about unleashing an arsenal of far more powerful missiles that could overwhelm advanced defenses like never before and change the entire course of this brutal conflict? Could Tehran be secretly preparing to launch a missile wave bigger than anything seen before in this war, with satellite footage and insider leaks suggesting thousands of rockets ready to rain down? Don't miss watching this video that captures the build-up in real time. Shocking revelation of Iran's hidden underground missile city, now exposed to the world, showcasing Mujtaba's deadly fleet of suicide drone boats disguised as fishing vessels alongside fields of sea mines, all captured on unprecedented camera footage straight from the Persian Gulf front lines. Iran's military forces would increasingly deploy their newly upgraded weapons across multiple fronts in this escalating conflict, including a deadly array of more powerful ballistic missiles designed with enhanced range, speed, and destructive capabilities to overwhelm enemy defenses and strike deep into hostile territories with unprecedented precision and force. Iran's deputy defense minister stepped forward to deliver these bold and provocative comments during a highly charged public ceremony held in honor of Ali Shamkhani, the prominent IRGC commander who was tragically killed just days earlier in a series of devastating precision airstrikes launched by American and Israeli forces targeting key leadership figures. Notably, Iran's tightly controlled state media has now released a dramatic and carefully edited video that purportedly showcases the inner workings of a massive underground weapons complex, buried deep within the country's mountainous terrain and filled with enough firepower to alter the balance of power in the entire Middle East region overnight. On Thursday, Iran's military command took the bold step of releasing a highly publicized propaganda video that boldly claims to reveal the full extent of the country's secretive missile city and sprawling subterranean fortress packed with launchers, warheads, and advanced systems ready for immediate deployment against any aggressor. Iran now owns and maintains a large and rapidly expanding stock of lethal suicide drone boats, explosive unmanned vessels that it has strategically positioned along critical maritime choke points to effectively block passage through vital shipping lanes and turn the Persian Gulf into a deadly trap for any tanker or warship daring to enter. This provocative escalation comes at a particularly tense time when there has been a sharply growing number of reported attacks on merchant ships and naval vessels throughout the volatile region, with drone strikes, missile barrages, and mine deployments creating widespread fear and chaos among international shipping companies operating nearby. The riveting footage meticulously follows long, dimly lit tunnels deep underground that are meticulously lined with rows upon rows of naval drones ready for launch, powerful anti-ship missiles pointed toward the sea, and clusters of sophisticated sea mines, all poised to unleash hell on any enemy fleet approaching Iranian waters. However, significant questions persist regarding the exact timings of when these recordings were actually captured and whether this heavily fortified site had already been targeted and damaged by repeated US airstrikes in the days leading up to the video's release, leaving analysts deeply skeptical about the complex's true operational status today. A striking still image captured directly from the video clearly shows a long, echoing tunnel where a sleek naval drone mounted on a mobile trailer sits prominently displayed beneath a massive, glowing portrait of Supreme Leader Khamenei, serving as both a symbol of loyalty and a stark reminder of the regime's unyielding commitment to asymmetric warfare. The secretive and heavily fortified complexes constructed by the IRGC are ingeniously designed not only to securely store thousands of ballistic and cruise missiles in climate-controlled silos but also to rapidly launch them during combat while effectively shielding every asset from satellite reconnaissance, airstrikes, and any form of foreign intelligence gathering. The US and Israeli military are relentlessly and continuously conducting precision airstrikes right near the vulnerable entrances of these underground caves and tunnel networks, aiming to collapse access points, destroy support infrastructure, and severely degrade Iran's ability to deploy its hidden arsenal before it can be fully mobilized. Amid this rapidly deteriorating security situation across the Gulf, Iran has openly and repeatedly threatened to completely halt all oil shipments passing through the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway that carries 1/5 of the world's daily oil supply and whose closure could trigger immediate global economic catastrophe. The country's top authorities have issued dire warnings stating that the entire world should urgently prepare for oil prices to skyrocket and potentially reach as high as $200 a barrel in the coming days, as Iranian mines, drones, and missiles create an impenetrable blockade that no tanker can safely navigate without risking total destruction. Notably, US military officials have bluntly claimed that the only real thing prohibiting safe transit through the straits right now is Iran actively shooting at shipping with drones, missiles, and explosive boats, dismissing insurance fears as secondary to the direct kinetic threats posed by Tehran's aggressive maritime interdiction campaign. "Don't worry about Hormuz for the moment," Pete Hegseth confidently declared to the press, while candidly admitting that the US military needs additional time to fully counter and dismantle Iran's tightening stranglehold on the strait through superior naval power, minesweeping operations, and targeted strikes on drone boat swarms.
I want to make something clear. The only thing preventing commercial traffic and flow through the straits right now, which there is some through the straits, is Iran. They are the belligerents here holding the straits closed, although there is some traffic moving through there. We've made it a priority to target Iran's mine-laying enterprise, their mine layers, the naval bases and depots, in addition to the missiles that could influence the straits, and CENTCOM continues to attack those efforts.
The only thing prohibiting transit in the straits right now is Iran shooting at shipping. It is open for transit should Iran not do that. Now, there's a reason why we chose, as one of our primary objectives, destroy the Navy. We understood the ability to interdict shipping is something Iran has done for 40 years. It's key terrain. They've used it as leverage. The world is seeing what they'll do to fight back in that context. And so we've heard them talk about taking various measures, and we're planning for all of them. So we have a plan for every option here. We're working with our interagency partners, and that's not a strait we're going to allow to remain contested or with a lack of flow of commercial goods. So we're aware of that. We're laser focused on our military objectives, but also want to make sure our partners across this government understand we're working with you to make sure that energy flows. And that's an important part